Okay guys, so it's been a while since I've done a video where I've done some talking other than just playing. I thought I'd do a little sort of, not rig rundown at all, but just sort of show them where I'm at with my gear, what I'm playing, what I'm enjoying, what I'm digging on real hard. I've just got my Super Reverb back from Sweden, from Tommy Cougar out there. Done like an enchilada mod, but voiced differently to my own tastes, leaning more towards those sort of Octavia deep tones that I really like, but can still do the Stevie, you know, because obviously it's a Super Reverb, but it's got a special voodoo magic by Tommy. So I've got that just back, which is just unreal. The first day I got it back, I was pretty bummed because I plugged in, I expected so much, and I didn't get it out. And I had 10 minutes with it, and I was devastated because I built it up so much in my head. I spoke to a couple of friends, a good friend of mine, Nick Savigny, and he pointed out a couple of things that I should be looking at before I make a hasty judgment. And like good old Nick, he was right. You know, I just didn't have the speaker cable plugged back in. I was tired, man. You know, one of those days. So I plugged it back in yesterday, done everything right, and bang, it hit me hard. So I was really happy with that. But the other thing I've got is I've got the Solton here, and when the Super Reverb went away, I really wanted to run them together, so you could get like a real deep vibe from the Solton as opposed to a vibe on the board. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. I've got a little Lely dual amp splitter, and this is kind of the tone coming from the Solton. So it's kind of deep and rich. I've got a few pedals in the chain as well, but I'm running the tone right off on the guitar. Well, I say right off, it's on 2, and I got a Jesse tone switch in there that I've got dialed right back. So anybody who's played one of those knows that when it's right back, it's kind of, there's no tone anyway. But I think for those Octavia tones to pop out, you got to really experiment with what's going on with your tone on your guitar. So that's the Solton, which is great on its own, man. It's got reverb in it. I've got the Strymon on, but it's got reverb in it, and it's just, it's like a nice vibe. It's quite deep, but there's not too much clarity, if I'm honest with it. So running it alone would get lost in the band mix, in my opinion. But if you run it with another amp, it might be great. So that's the Solton. And then what we're going to do, we're going to switch it. So this is the Super now. So if you can hear there, I mean, it's the snappy and responsiveness of it since it's come back is insane. It's like popcorn. It's like the notes jump out at you. Is the only way I can explain it. I imagine in the band mix that's going to really excel. I'm only running the amp on volume 3, so anybody who knows Super Reverbs know that they beast out, like six. That's when you're getting best out of them. But I kind of like it on that. I'm pushing it hard with pedals. I got a family home here, so I can't really, you know, crank the volume up. But that's the sound, and I'm blown away with it. So then, if we run them together, the idea of this is that I get that clarity from the Super Reverb with a bit of extra vibe from the cone spinning in the Solton. So I don't know if that's going to pick it up, but did you hear the bass jump in there? Off. On. So what I'm going to do, I create like a little loop. I got a bad connection on my guitar. I created a little loop and we're just going to jam over it and show you what sort of tones are coming out. Also worth noting at the minute is that in the guitar I'm running some Smitty 62s, which I changed out a good while ago. A good friend Stephen sent them to me, and they were that good I ended up buying them off him. I've also got a set of 69s to go in here, which I'm meaning to get in here for months, but just things have gotten in the way. If you haven't tried any Smitty pickups, in my opinion, I mean I've had Freylings as well, they're exceptional. Sorry about that. Anyone who's got kids knows how hard stuff to get done can be. So what I was saying is that I'm running them together. I'm going to play a little loop. Oh no, sorry, what I was saying is the Smitties, yeah, the Smitty pickups. 62s in here. They replaced my Custom Shops Texas Special. I took them out, placed them for the 62s, and the Custom Shops haven't gone back in. I've got a set of 69s which are going to go in here, which I've been meaning to get in for a long time, but life has just gotten in the way. So I'm going to get them in there and do a review on them as well soon, and get back on the review train, start getting things done. So yeah, I'm just going to show you this loop and show you what sort of tones I'm getting out at the minute. Just what also worth noting is I've got an LSG Cobb clone on, a 1981 Black Label Tube Screamer, and a couple of little bits. But the sound is kind of coming from the amp. I'm just adding flavors. So let's see where we're at. Well, they jump out anyway. The Super always jump out at you. That's the beautiful thing about the Super. but when they're together in conjunction, these two things, it's kind of like a super deep vibe. So that's kind of the vibe at the minute that I'm going for. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned, subscribe, catch me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to be doing a lot more in-depth talking rather than playing. So hope to catch you soon. Cheers.